you could do something. You could potentially record it for your YouTube channel. I swear I'm not hinting at anything. Welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday, and man, oh man, oh man. We still have just a little bit left to explore before we fight the Open Sky Titan. It's probably happening this episode. Just gonna say it. In fact, I'll probably just keep the episode going until we do it. But got a little bit, got a few trainers left to fight, a few items left to pick up. You know how it is. Does Witch win this fight? I think so, yes. We've got 6 levels on it. That's annoying. I'm glad I didn't try to switch. So we do not have our ground type with us currently. Well, it seemed like it was getting a little too... Talk Super seemed like he was getting a little too strong, you know. Much stronger and we might lose control, you know, so... That's the interesting thing about this team in particular, is that everyone except our starter has been traded to us. I forgot, Mistreatus, that's who it was, okay. Everything except our starter was traded to us. So theoretically there is a level at which, you know, these Pokemon could get to where they stop obeying us. I don't think that's going to happen because I think they have actually changed it at this point. I think this might be the first generation where friendship actually does have an effect on whether Pokemon obey you or not. Because I didn't know this for the longest time, but that wasn't the case in prior Pokemon games. But I think in this generation it might be different. I think they might have actually changed it. Because, yeah, we have, right, because we only have 2 badges, right? And I think if oh no, hold on. So 2 gym badges was up to level 30. And we haven't really tried to use anyone on this team over level 30. You know what? I don't need to go that way. It's blocked off, but I don't need to go there. Yeah, we haven't tried to use anyone over level 30. But I have a feeling that if we did, it would still work. I think we did go over the level limit for the badges we had at one point. But I don't think the Pokemon we had with us were disobeying us at the time. I think it might exclusively... I think the disobedience might exclusively apply now to Pokemon you've only just caught and haven't built any friendship with. I'm not sure, though. I'm not 100% on that. Alright. In the interest of making this a slightly shorter trek, we're gonna sprint here. Okay. Then we can go here. Oh, missed that one, but it's fine. There we go. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think we're actually going to run into the problem of our Pokemon not obeying us unless Scout leaves a Pokemon that is just too high level to start with. Because if you haven't been watching the Violet playthrough with Scout, after we meet the Sky Titan, we could feasibly get a Pokemon up to level 44. Which I'm not gonna do because I'm 90% certain it wouldn't obey us. But Scout could leave such a Pokemon. And it's a funny idea, but I don't think it's wise. Because here's the thing. When I was playing Pokemon Diamond not too long ago, not Brilliant Diamond, just Diamond, because don't remember whether it was this series or Violet. Probably this series that I mentioned that I've been working on the Battle Revolution team, and to do that I need items, and to get those items the easiest way, or at least the most fun way I could think of, was to kind of try to optimize my playthroughs of a game and then trade those items over to the copy of Soul Silver that I have connected to Battle Revolution. So in doing that, one thing I did is I traded over a team of Meowths, like a full 6 Meowths, over to start the game, to start Diamond with. And the problem became that they became too high a level to obey me in that game. And at that point, it was like, it really didn't matter what level they were, because, you know, we just weren't getting anything accomplished. Just couldn't. All right, let's just head on up this hill. I'm gonna go this way real quick, because there's more to grab here. Actually, this goes around, doesn't it? No, not all the way. Okay. So yeah, and by the way, if you didn't know, that mechanic is the developer's way of keeping you from breaking the game by just trading over super strong Pokemon. The disobedience mechanic. Because otherwise it'd be far too easy to just be like, oh yes, I'll just trade over my level 100 Mewtwo from my other game. Or, you know, my friend will trade me it and then I'll just blast through the game. And like, what fun is that? I mean, it could be fun, theoretically. But, yeah, I figured it probably had a bug move. Fomantis usually does. But like, let's see here. Alright. Tagrounchula here is level 31. Let's see if Tagrounchula obeys us. I think it will. Even though we're not Tagrounchula's original trainer. I mean, I kind of am, but even though Troopa isn't Tagrounchula's original trainer, he obeyed. Cool. Yeah, so I'm sure if I checked, as soon as I get out of this dialogue with my other student, like if I check Tagrounchula, it says original trainer Scout, who is not Troopa. She just has the same, yeah, she has the same player. Yeah. Wait, so down here is where that door is, right? Yeah. We haven't found the other stake, I believe. Because I think... Man, did we get that stake with Scout? Because I remember when we got there with Scout, we had one little portion. One of the 4 chains were removed. Alright. Do. I should swap up to the front. Whee! Don't mind me just stopping in the middle of a bunch of falling boulders. Is Yip full health? Yip is full health. Okay. That's fine, because we're going to be fighting the Open Sky Titan immediately. And future me's probably going to have to do the same thing he did when Scout fought this thing. And turn down the audio every time it uses its cry, because it clips the audio. What? Okay, fine. Pluck. Don't do nothing. Tomb. Yeah. I think we're doing okay in this fight. don't think this Titan really stands much a chance. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Yes, it's eating the Herba Mystica. And we got Arvin here, and we're gonna battle. Oh, actually, I just realized, unlike the other two Titans that at least Scout has fought, this one actually doesn't give you a chance to heal between phase 1 and phase 2. I'm gonna Terrestrialize. It's probably gonna one-shot. I do enjoy how the Pokemon Arvin brings is always good against the Titan. Like, he knows his type matchups, which means he's better than most of the trainers that we fight, even though he said he was bad at battling. Yep. Yep. That's kind of what I thought was gonna happen. Yeah. You might have to implement that rule. It's the tricky thing is just knowing, especially because, you know, I went into these games blind, knowing exactly how hard you need to make the rule set to make it an actual challenge. I may have... Here's the thing I didn't anticipate. I didn't anticipate auto battles. I didn't think that those would ever be a thing in Pokemon. I mean, I'm kind of glad they are from a, you know, more casual perspective, you know, from the perspective of not doing a challenge run. For casual play, it's great. Just your average normal run through. But it does make things even easier in a game series that's been historically pretty easy. Honestly, I think the only games in the series that can really be considered difficult are probably the first gen ones. And that's largely just because they don't really work as intended. But even then, if you know how to break the first gen games, then they actually become pretty easy again. So here's a hint: Persian and Parasect. Yeah, those are your tickets to winning in Gen 1. And was it? No, it was Persian. It was Persian that I blasted through Gen 1 with. It was Gen 2 that I nearly beat the entire game with just to eradicate. And here is the moment I had been waiting for in this game. Because they really do make you wonder about why Arvin's being all secretive about, why he's on this quest. And then they pull the sad dog card, which is, you might say it's the easy way to get you to feel something, but, damn if it ain't effective. I do want to see this dog get better. This fictional virtual dog. Right, yeah, we read that stuff in the other game. It is interesting to me that with trainers like Arvin and Nimona, they had to make them knowing that their uniforms were going to have 2 different color schemes. Because obviously in Scarlet you have the white, blue, and orange as the color scheme. And in Violet it's just kind of like white and purple. So to have to make the, I guess blue is also in there, white, blue, and purple. So to make it look good in both games, that had to have been an interesting challenge. Rototototo. Yes, Coridon can now swim. And I'm not 100% sure exactly what we're gonna do next time. But as for this episode, that's a wrap. Well, do we make things harder for ourselves?